All right, here we go. Thanks, John, for that beautiful intro. And let me start the show by saying, happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
Woo! Happy birthday.
I have no idea how old he is, but happy birthday.
Pretty
and,
old. 33?
Shout out to you for that intro. Because you're right, there is 1, 2, 3, and 4 douchebags on this show, and we're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Shall we begin?
Let's do it.
All right. This
We
is
shall.
the Cavemen Media podcast. You can follow us at Cavemen Media. Check us out on YouTube. All your social medias. Connor's here.
Hey.
Drew's here.
What's up?
Matt is here.
Hello.
And I'm here, your host, Cody. And we got a big show, and we're going to start the show with a huge announcement.
What's that?
Big announcement. Next week's show is going to be a big show.
Bigger than this one.
What the fuck's he talking about?
Do you guys know?
I know what
I'm
you're talking about.
I don't know.
We have a big announcement for next week's show. We're going to have a big guest on the show next week. He is a two-time guest on the Cavemen Media podcast. Austin Seibert, kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Who they?
Yeah, who dey?
Yeah.
Former
That's a different
Cleveland
intro,
Brown.
same kicker.
Yeah. Different intro, different team, same guy. Kicker, Cincinnati Bengals. He'll be on the show next week. Austin Seibert, he's living it up in his off season right now, so he'll join us next week for a nice conversation. So check that out. And make sure you go to our YouTube and check out our fantasy football punishment. Let's start the show by talking about
yeah.
Oh, I
that.
forgot about
Let's
that.
talk about
Great
that.
video, man. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Connor put together a great video. We put together a great punishment for our last place finisher, Zach Meyer. Shout out to you,
Well,
Zach.
honestly, that was all him. It was his idea.
Yeah.
to do
I
it
mean, yeah.
In the dead of winter.
The original punishment, let's explain this here. The original punishment was to go into the pond at next year's draft. The draft is set in the end of August, which, yes it's
Hot
summertime. It's going to be
outside.
hot. It's going to be warm.
Nice
You get in the pond, you jump out.
warm
It's all
day.
good. You move on with your day. Well, he said, and you had to wear a Steelers jersey.
Well, your opposing, your
Your
rivals.
rival's jersey. So he had to wear a Steelers jersey. He said, I'm not wearing a Steelers jersey. If you guys will approve, I will go into the pond right now in the midst of winter, in the middle of January, and I'll get into that pond because I don't want to wear the Steelers jersey.
Yep.
And we were like, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Done
do it.
deal.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's
We
do
voted.
it.
I believe it was a 10-0 vote
It
for
was
yes.
a unanimous yes. Okay. So he goes into the pond and
Frozen pond.
A frozen pond. He had to crack the ice to get into the pond. If you didn't see the video, go to Cavemen Media YouTube or in our socials because it's on there and it's hilarious.
Oh,
The whole situation was just hilarious. Waking up on a Sunday,
Hungover as hell.
rolling
Oh,
on
yeah.
over the mats.
well,
I felt great. Rolling on over the mats. And I could just tell Zach was like nervous when he showed up. I didn't know if he was going to follow through, to be honest.
He said, I went to bed early. I got a good night's sleep. I woke up refreshed. I felt good. He had to get his mind
smart,
right.
smart.
Like he legit had to get his mind right to go into the pond. So, I mean, I felt bad.
The best part of that video is when he's in there right before he gets under and he just starts clapping.
He had to hype himself up. Yeah,
He
that
had
was
to.
definitely the
He
best.
the
had
best
to
part
hype
was the
himself.
video didn't really show it, but he couldn't get through the gate to go
yeah.
drive.
Yeah. So he goes under. He goes running out of the water. He's trying to get out. I think he had Crocs on.
Yeah.
Crocs were weighing him down a little bit. He's trying to get out. Couldn't get the gate open. He was freezing his balls off. That's brutal, man. Brutal.
The video cracks me up. He's like walking along, checking it out. And then he steps on it. It's like,
goes,
that's not a thin layer. He's literally pushing it, breaking it, and going all the way out there.
Did you see my uncle comment on it and say,
What'd he
that
say?
was lame. You should have made him dive in.
No, I didn't see it.
Did you guys see my neighbors question me about it yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said,
No.
how did we get him to go in or something?
Yeah,
like
and
that?
they asked if he was mentally challenged.
Nope. Just
I
lost.
said,
Well,
he
now.
drafted all Browns players.
That might be up for debate. So
Yeah, well, his fantasy football skills are
Like we
Struck.
said, draft better.
He'll be doing it again next year.
yeah. So check out that video. It's a good one. It's worth your time. And something else that we like to do on this show is called Bring It to the Table. We sit at a table, we're talking into microphones, and we all bring something to the table. I'm going to start today. I'll start. So I have officially declared myself TikTok famous. TikTok famous because I posted one TikTok and it got 10,000 views, 11,000 now. So shout out to me for doing that. And I just want to talk about
Pat yourself on the back.
that's not my bring it to the table, but yes, it kind of is.
don't break your arm there, buddy.
The comments,
Stroke that ego.
TikTok comments are another level of of something that I did not
It's like the wild,
know
wild west.
existed.
I have
These
People are
comments
ruthless.
never
on here.
looked at comments on a TikTok
my
And
video.
God.
neither have
Oh,
I. Neither
Never.
have I. I've
Most
never
of the time, it
commented
never
on
has anything to do with the fucking video.
No.
It's all just people talking shit for no reason.
So it's like a Reddit on a video.
Yeah,
kinda.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of Steelers fans. Oh, you're gonna get clapped next week. You guys suck. Whatever. We let you have one. The
I
one
love when people say that.
The
We
one
let you have
Ravens
that one.
fan on here commented about me being bald, and that
Yeah, like, he said that's why Cody wears a hat. Like, what the hell?
yeah. So he hit me with the. That's why Cody's got a hat on. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That hurts, man. Stab me right there. Nah, fuck you, dude. That didn't hurt me. I'm bald. Suck it. I don't care.
Like, what does that have to
Sounds
do
like
with
you're a little
anything?
upset.
Wasn't
Fuck you,
even
you're bald.
the fact that it was a Ravens fan too, like out of nowhere.
I had to wake up to that at 6 o'clock in the morning. So.
Dude, I love it from not being a fan of either. Like, I died laughing when I saw that video of Chase Claypool. He just swings around in his computer tree. He's like, but they're about to get clapped next week. So
We're going to talk about that. Don't you worry. One guy said, you haven't made it to the playoffs since like 1901, so I don't know why you're happy. Well, I'm happy because we did just make it to the playoffs, and we just won a playoff game. So, I mean, I feel like that kind of makes sense. But
The people who are like, imagine being a Browns fan and cheering for making the playoffs for the first time in how many ever years. Why wouldn't you
so
be
what?
happy
Yeah, what
about
do you
that?
want me to
Like,
do?
yeah, I don't
Fuck
get
the
it.
Browns.
I
One guy-
don't get it.
One guy said, I don't get it. I guess that's because I'm a Patriots fan.
Right.
Yeah, because your team's out of the fucking
Yeah.
playoffs. You're sitting at home watching football, and it's not your team. That's why you don't get it.
that might be the
yeah.
one team that you can not,
I know,
like,
I know.
you
I know.
don't get it. Cause
Well, they suck now.
That's funny.
It's the first time they made the playoffs. Probably his whole life.
Yeah, exactly. The last time the Browns won a playoff game was 1994, before I was born.
It's like opposite for him.
So
Hell yeah.
take
Yeah.
Cody's level and pump it a notch because I have never seen a Bengals made the
Same.
playoffs. I mean, we've made the playoffs a
You've
shitload
watched,
in our
you've
lifetime.
watched multiple playoff games.
Yes,
though.
we
I've
have
only watched.
It's been 30 years, the longest active streak in any major professional
Yes.
sport.
Yep.
Correct.
Going strong, like I
So,
said the other day on Twitter.
Connor and I were making a pact right now. If the Bengals win a playoff game, we're binge drinking for 4 straight days.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Well,
Those are
down.
usually on Sundays. You can take
who
off
cares? Oh, well, I also said, what I say? If the Bengals beat Pittsburgh, I would take off work for,
work, and you didn't, so
yeah.
you're not gonna follow
But
through
if
this
they win a
one
playoff
either.
game, that's a whole new ball game.
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
just
whole
quit my
story.
job. Fuck it.
It's quite the feeling, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Drew, what are you bringing to the table today?
So, did you?
What the fuck are you gonna do?
I can't even get it out.
What are you
All
doing?
right, I guess we're whipping
Did
it out.
do you see? I guess Kanye's banging a dude.
Oh,
So
I did see
saw
that. Jeffree
something
Star.
on Twitter that. About
Yeah, I don't.
what?
That's
It's
what I
not
figured
true, by
Connor
the
would
way.
know.
I don't think. I mean,
would
I
hope
have no
it's not.
idea.
I could
I just
see
like
it.
started seeing all these memes of
They
like
did get a
white
divorce,
chicks.
right? They got a divorce.
I don't
Well, they're
know.
going to,
They're
I
going to
guess,
get a divorce.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, the
It's all
man's kind of
alleged.
lost his marbles.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
listen to him
I
talk.
can't. I
If you
mean,
listen to him on the Rogan podcast, I mean, the guy is
dude, it's fucking
he's
insane.
nuts.
I can't
just,
tell
like,
if he's a genius or
scrolling-
needs help.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm gonna go with help.
I'm just scrolling through Twitter. I see like all these white chick memes of like Kanye after he banged Jeffree Star last night. And I didn't even know who Jeffree Star was.
I was gonna say who is
No idea.
Is
The
The
he in
man
white
who
chicks?
dresses up like a woman and is very, very
I
successful.
guess has like
makeup line.
makeup line, yeah.
Shout out. To
I don't-
him, man.
I don't want to get too into it because I don't know like what you call him and whatnot. But we'll just move on.
Go
Let's
on.
move on.
Continue. Please go ahead. What are you bringing to the table, Connor?
Okay, so you know, like kids who have cancer, Make-A-Wish kids, they get one last like wish and stuff.
Jesus
You know what I'm
Christ.
talking about? Like where
Just
they
piss everybody off,
Make-A-Wish
Connor. Keep
Foundation,
going.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Kids
What?
get cancer.
The
you get one wish.
what do you want me to pretend they don't have cancer? Like the Make-A-Wish kids.
Yes.
All right, this guy's last request was to receive oral sex from porn star
I saw
Tina
that.
Trump. That was his final wish.
From who?
Tina Trump. It's a
Oh,
porn
that
star.
said Donald Trump.
No. He said, I just want some head before I head out. And I'm sure she'd do it.
How old is this kid?
I don't know.
7?
They're usually pretty young, so I'm going to assume like 14.
I hope he
So
gets
did
it.
I
she,
can't blame the brother. I mean,
Hey,
I hope he gets it. Good
fuck
luck.
me.
what a way to
John
go
Cena,
out, dude.
you know?
Just getting blown by a porn star. Like, just
it's illegal, though, you know?
It is, but if he dies,
If
who's
they
there
went
to
to like
press
some
charges?
country, it's not.
But if he
it's
says,
Make a Wish, dude. They could make it happen.
If you were her, would you do it?
What if mom signs off on it? Are we good?
No.
Oh, man.
What if the
That's why I
federal
said-
government signs off on it?
Well, then, I guess.
You go to a country where it's not illegal,
just let
dude.
this one slide.
Problem solved.
We'll just let this one
I mean, the
slide.
kid's dying. He has cancer. Is kind
Yeah, calm down, Popo Matt. Let him
Yeah.
get a blow job, damn it.
Oh,
He
I'm,
just wants some head before he heads out, dude. Jesus.
Jeez, you heard him, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm proud of the boy.
All right. What are you bringing to the table, Matthew?
Yeah, well, it's cold in this garage.
Follow that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hands are freezing. The only thing I really have is the day has finally come that I just learned this last night when I had nothing to watch on Netflix, got on
Jesus.
to watch The Office. It is
Soft
officially
enough?
gone.
You were the
It's been
only
off
person
now.
on the face of the earth that did
We've
not
known that
know.
for like 18 months that
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
I know it was gonna happen, but I didn't. It's here now, and I
If you,
Yeah.
if
It
you have,
happened in, like,
you have-
November.
you have cable?
thought it happened in January.
You have cable?
Yeah,
You can.
satellite.
It's on Comedy
you have
Central
cable?
all the
The
time.
Office is on Comedy Central like all day, every day.
But I have
There you
to watch
go, problem solved.
commercials.
I got
You just
Peacock,
record
so-
it, and then
Record
you
'em,
can
yeah.
just record every episode, and then you just fast forward.
Flip it on there. Watch that.
That's
shit.
what I
I'm just
do.
gonna join the Peacock.
Yeah,
It's
it's
only $5,
$5
yeah.
bucks.
What else is on there?
Oh,
Anything?
Jump on the cock,
Yellowstone.
man. Jump on the cock.
What
Have-
is Yellowstone?
Have any of you watched it?
Is it on the Peacock?
Yes.
Oh, I need to go on that.
Oh,
Peacock?
dude, I started it and I've watched. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm almost through the whole thing.
What's it
How
about?
many
Four
How many
days.
seasons are there?
3.
Only 8.
Is it just natural? Like, is it?
So, the story of it is
It's about
this.
the Cowboys.
No,
Oh, I'm
not
out.
well, kind of, but it's like this family owns this ranch that's like enormous, like 50,000 acres or something.
That's a
And
lot to
all
mow.
these assholes come try to take it from them, and they're just bad motherfuckers. That's all.
The people who live there or the people coming?
The people trying to take their land.
Well, it sounds like they probably won then.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's still.
Said I ain't
it's
fucking
still
finish it yet.
Still an active
Well, they
series.
must not be
like,
that bad if we're 3 seasons in and they still haven't taken
Well,
the land.
The show dies if they take the fucking land, right?
True.
But honest to God, the best show I've ever watched. Seriously,
They just need to call the police.
Well,
I'll
I'm gonna
check
check
it
it
out.
out. I'm gonna check that out. Yellowstone. Let's check it out.
get the cock, dude.
Gotta get the-
$4.99
gotta-
a month.
Gotta jump on
I'm
the
gonna
cock.
get it.
Jump on it, Matt.
I'm gonna hop right on it.
All right. Something else that we like to do on this show and in our personal lives is drink beer. Right? We like to drink beer,
Every now and then.
and we're gonna drink some beer right now. We've got a Cavemen Media beer review. Last week we did a Great Lakes something, and today we're gonna do another Great Lakes something.
I thought you
Yep.
didn't try it.
Oh, we tried
So
it.
we
Well,
tried it. So
yeah.
if you
Expired.
listen to the show, you know that we had some expired beer last week,
Yep.
purchased by Matt, and that was quite the bummer. So today we've got another Great Lakes Brewing Company IPA beer that we're going to try.
This one's actually just called Great Lakes IPA.
And
so.
the last week's was expired by about like 18 months. This one
Only
is expired by about 6 months.
6
so,
months.
So you guys need to go out there and buy Great Lakes.
So
Well,
yeah,
5 months.
apparently nobody buys the Great Lakes beer because we bought it 2 weeks in a row and it's been expired both times.
You got one right in front of you, bud?
Both times we buy this beer, it has been expired. So that's, I mean, maybe that just it tells you about the beer. I don't know. Kind of a bummer because it's from Cleveland. So, I mean,
No
what are you
wonder
gonna
it's a
do?
piece of shit.
What are you gonna do?
For freshest taste, please enjoy.
I
that.
believe I could be completely wrong on this, but I believe Great Lakes makes other beers that aren't IPAs.
or
expired.
maybe.
So or expired. So I mean, you don't have to just buy the IPAs and the expired beer every time, guys. Come on.
Thank you, Drew.
So if you have any suggestions for us, make sure you send in those
Stuff.
beer review suggestions to your boys, and we'll try them, we'll rate them, and we'll tell you what we think. And I have a feeling that this one's gonna go one way.
Woo! Send it, boys. Cheers.
All right.
Woo!
Trying to get the bang on the bike.
Tastes just like last week.
It's a little bit better. Than
Not
last
as sour.
Not
Or bitter.
as
week. It's actually not that bad.
expired.
Yeah, I like that.
That
That's not bad.
That was not bad. It's only expired
Not
by,
bad.
by 5 months on this one. So
Imagine if it was fresh, dude. That'd probably be a
6.5
banger.
out.
I'll give this one a good score. I'm gonna give it a
But,
6.4. What'd you
But
say?
we say about it being expired. Honest to God, if you guys wouldn't have saw that last week, if you'd have just drank it and you'd have drank this one, nobody would have known.
No, last week was
Last week
bad.
was bad. We'll give you one. We'll give you one.
That makes you want to go through and check out every single one of those beers and see how
See
many
when they
were
expire.
probably expired.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. If you wouldn't have saw that, you would have had no idea.
This is our third Great Lakes, by the way.
I think we all
No.
spit out.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Great
That
Lakes, Great
Commodore.
Lakes, Great Lakes.
Where do you see the?
Right there, the
About
fifth
half-
one in.
Yeah, fifth one in, all the way to the right. What we're sipping now.
To the
This
left.
one's already up there though.
No, it's not.
No.
No, Chill Wave on the very right. That's what we had last week.
Huh? How about that?
Yep.
How about that? Hey! Shout out to us. That's
Weren't
our,
you guys in the group
Cavemen
message
Media
talking
beer
about
review.
how nobody had had a Great
That's
Lake
what
beer?
I thought.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
That's
Now
why
we're
I
just-
got it.
We've
'cause I
drinking
thought
the
we never
most Great
had it.
Lakes.
I have a question for you guys pertaining to beer. Have you
Okay.
guys seen this? Heineken has one, I think. I think Busch has one.
There's no alcohol.
Non-alcoholic
Budweiser
beer.
has.
Budweiser.
Yeah,
They all
Budweiser
have 'em.
Select,
They all have one
isn't
now.
it?
Yeah.
So it's a tastes like beer.
Have
but
you
it
never
has
heard of
no-
that before?
I'm just asking your guys' thoughts on it. Like, what's
Oh.
why?
Why? Yeah.
Alcohol.
I mean,
Well, I
I
guess if you were an alcoholic and you wanted to
Okay,
if-
all right. That's
But aren't
one
they
thing I didn't think about.
drinking to get drunk if you're an alcoholic, not just for the taste?
If they're an
I think
alcoholic
if
and they're
you're in
trying not to
recovery-
be
trying
an
not to
alcoholic,
drink, you
but
drink
just want to taste
non-alcoholic
it.
but they're
beer.
gonna lose the drunkenness.
like I believe it was
Well, no
Heineken.
shit. There's no alcohol. in it.
I feel like that's
You're
what
trying
I
to
do.
quit drinking, so
But
you
you
drink
can drink-
non-alcoholic beer, so you feel like you're drinking
I
beer.
bet you all that's expired on the shelf too.
So
'Cause I can't imagine anyone's buying it.
exactly.
It's
So
too
my
new.
question,
It just came out. It's
I
not
saw
expired.
on
It's been out for a while.
the Heineken commercial. They said you can take it to the gym with you. Could you imagine walking into the fucking gym
With a
into,
Heineken?
into yoga class with a Heineken and everybody just staring at you because they only sell them in the
Our
glass
next
bottles, I
vlog.
believe.
No,
Our
the,
next
uh,
vlog.
Oh my god!
No, the Nelk boys did a prank where they were driving around drinking it, and the cops would like come up to him like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Can I not shotgun whatever?" Like, if they were just drinking, like, no, it's no alcohol in it. They would
That
drive
is
it like,
so funny.
"Are you guys stupid?" Like,
That's good. We should do that. That's pretty funny. We're gonna review one more thing because I mean people have been talking about this like crazy. Have you guys seen it?
Adrian
Right.
Mellon.
It's in every grocery store, like stacked up as soon as you walk in the door. It's a new Mountain Dew, just came out. Mountain Dew Major Melon.
I like
Not a big
melons.
pop drinker. Soda drinker.
No, don't say soda. Fuck
It's
him.
soda.
It's pop. dude.
Soda.
We're from goddamn
Yeah,
Ohio.
It's pop to me, but this one is actually not expired, guys.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you
well, it
sure?
just came out, so.
Yeah, it's been on the shelf long enough to be expired.
You guys are supposed to keep talking about important.
We're just so
Just watching.
mesmerized.
Yeah, just watching.
Appreciate the help here, guys.
Forgot
Usually
we were
just
doing
drink
a
it out of the
podcast.
bottle, dude. We're cavemen here. You just
So the
you
Mountain
poured it
Dew
in cups, getting all fancy on us.
Mountain Dew Major Melon. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. I've actually had one already, so it's pretty
It
good.
smells like cotton candy. dude.
Cheers.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it smells a little fruity for me.
I
You're
like
gonna
it.
pour yourself a cup and then drink
Oh
out
my
of the
god,
bottle.
dude.
I enjoy it.
That is amazing.
It's
Ah.
pretty good.
I could not drink more than one of those.
Oh hell no, that's
Well,
disgusting.
who just sits and fucking pounds pop?
Yeah.
People playing fucking video games all
Like
day.
I said, I don't drink a lot of pop. Maybe like one a week. But
Oh, I-
Matt's like,
No, this tastes like
Definitely not Mountain Dews.
Oh, no.
They're best.
Nope.
Nothing
I
like
love
Mountain Dew
it,
Code
dude.
Red.
this tastes like a watermelon drink I had at Bar 145 one night. And needless to say, that was not a good night.
yeah,
Alright.
I'm out on
I
it.
pass.
I thought it was pretty good.
Matt, you can't. I feel like I could only drink one of these.
Well, there's people. You'll be surprised. People
Dude,
live.
I could rail through a
Oh
12-pack
my
of
God.
Code Red in no time.
I feel it's a nice little treat.
It
That's
sucks
how I feel.
ass.
All right, whatever, man.
So does
Forget
Drew.
you. Speaking of sucking ass, let's talk about football.
I'm out. Have a good night.
What a transition right there. The Cleveland Browns are advancing on in the playoffs of the division round to play the Kansas City Chiefs. They defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers like 48-37, something like that. Jumped out early to a 28-0 lead. And Matt, I just want to ask your thoughts to start the game.
Browns are about to get clapped next week.
Perfect.
he said the Browns get clapped next week, so it's all good.
No, it was I was so excited. I had my terrible towel. Just got my Domino's pizza with ham and pineapple on it.
Oh,
And fucking Marquise Pouncey tried to hike it to the fucking field goals, and
Well, he threw
It
that
just-
shit to the moon.
it went downhill from there.
I'm not going to talk a lot of shit. I'm not going to do that to you, man. I'm not going to. The best part about it, though, is not like I could talk shit if I wanted to, but the best part about it is like you guys can't talk shit to me anymore because I lived that for 18 years, my whole life. The Bengals made it to how many playoff appearances? You didn't win one, but you got there. You beat us how many times? The Steelers have won how many Super Bowls? You've been to the playoffs every year. You beat the shit out of the Browns. You owned us. And now, like, you just can't talk shit to me, and it just feels so good. Feels so good.
No, you know what? As a Bengals fan, it feels good because we clapped their ass with our third-string quarterback.
You did. You did. And,
So you like...
So, I mean, Pittsburgh was 11. They're 11.
The
11
downfall of Pittsburgh this year was one of the greatest things
Yeah.
like this
You start
ever.
the season
11-0, unbelievable
and
start.
you
Super Bowl,
lose
undefeated season.
5 of your last 6 games.
The problem is we started 11-0. Our defense was healthy then.
God damn, we still
And
need a
then-
researcher. So we can be like, has any team ever done that before? And like, so Matt can't
Well,
vouch
and
as
then, then Ben, you know, he came out this season with his new short pass thing, and I think just eventually teams caught on to it, and our great,
real quick.
shitty offensive coordinator just decided, well, they know we're gonna do it. Let's do it again. Nothing changed, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Ben. I'm still like on the fence about that, whether I want to see him come back or not. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple questions that I have written down here for Matt. Will Big Ben be back?
I think he will.
You think he will?
If the organization allows him to come back, I believe he has every intention.
So
I would not pay him that. He's a
$41
million cap hit
and
next
if
year.
Even if he quits, he still gets $22 million.
Yeah.
So follow up question: do you want Big Ben back?
Look at how quick they turn on him. Hall of Fame quarterback, just like that.
He will always be my quarterback, but when it's your time to go out, it's your time to go out. And I don't know. I feel like if he had the opportunity and the right play caller, he could have a successful season if we got him a run game.
Let's follow up on that. How could you ever go out with that performance? How could that be your last performance is that?
So
I told you the Browns were going to retire Big Ben.
The way that he sat on the bench after the game for so long,
that to me is he's
cried
done.
real tears with Pouncey.
It was so great.
So from my understanding,
It was beautiful.
from my understanding,
It
they
was-
did that because Pouncey told Ben at that point he was done.
So Pouncey's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they've
I saw
always
that.
had a pact that they were going to go out together. So now,
there it is.
Well, there you go. Another
Some
question that I had.
insight right
We
there.
talked about this earlier, but I don't know if it made it onto the show or if we were recording or not. But Juju. So Juju obviously had his comments before the game. Corvette. Browns is the Browns. That's what he said. Whether he meant it at a
Bunch
shot
of gray
towards the Browns,
faces.
whatever. He said they're nameless gray
I
faces.
mean, the Browns are
and
the
Browns are the Browns. And Matt agreed with him.
I mean,
in that
they are
one.
the fucking Browns. I mean,
That is true.
it's a fact.
We are the Browns. The Browns is the Browns. The thing that. So obviously when he said that, I was like, all right, this fucking guy. And then I see a clip. I didn't see it during the game. This was like the next day. He's literally dancing on the field, lined up in the slot position, dancing down 11, 12, 13 points, whatever it was at the time.
Ho.
At one point when the
Pause.
game is over.
Just now, the Jacksonville Jaguars have named officially Urban Meyer as their head coach.
We knew that was coming. Right?
Fuck him.
It'll be
Nah,
interesting.
yeah.
I wouldn't say
Weird.
fucking, but I like
It's
Urban
weird.
Meyer. It'll be weird to
About
see
to get
him.
Trevor Lawrence.
It'll be weird to see him on an NFL sideline. That'll be weird. But good
Now I
luck to
gotta
him.
root
I
for the
hope that
fucking Jags.
I hope he drafts Justin Fields just so Ohio
Oh, that
State
would
can
be
fuck Trevor
hilarious.
Lawrence just one last
It's
time.
not gonna happen.
That would be hilarious.
But if you saw Juju, he was dancing during the game. Whatever. I just wanted Matt's you're just.
I'm a fan of Juju. I think he has some maturity things that need to be worked
Yeah,
out,
he-
but I think he's a decent football player, and I do hope Pittsburgh re-signs him to some sort of deal. I don't really want to see him get the franchise tag because I think he'd be overpaid, but I would like to see him in Pittsburgh for at least another 4 years.
Dude, he's 22 years old and been in the NFL for 4 years. I mean, you give an 18-year-old kid that kind of money, how are you not?
Yeah, I mean,
Immature.
just think about the first year he came in. He didn't even fucking own a car. And his bike got
He
stolen.
still doesn't. He still doesn't. He does not have his driver's license.
He has his driver's license.
His
He got
temps.
it. No, he has his license. He got him year 2, and then he bought one of those slingshots.
I mean, what do you expect? I would do the same shit.
I don't know. I
He
would like
needs to
see
shut
him
his
back.
fucking mouth because he's not a good football player, and he went
I
out
think
there and
he
got
is.
their
I
ass
wouldn't say
kicked.
that.
I think he's.
I
a
think
good
he
football
is a
player. He had
very
he had a
mediocre
really
wide
good game
receiver.
against the Browns.
No,
I mean, obviously it
if you
didn't matter,
put
but
if
I
you
wouldn't.
put a number one guy on the other side of him, he is a very good football player.
I think
If
more
Denzel Ward
most.
plays in that game, it's different.
but he didn't.
Okay.
And that game, Juju had a decent game.
Okay, I wanna
Hold on, let me
transition-
say this. I think most of the rookie wide receivers this year will be better than Juju within
100%.
a year.
I don't know.
Just
but you
about
got to
all
look
of
at number two guys like.
Hey,
okay,
he's not a number one guy. Don't get me wrong. on
Tyler
that.
Boyd, AJ Green hasn't been good in 3 years, and look at Tyler Boyd's numbers.
Yeah.
As a guy you say is a solid number two with no big time guy
yeah.
next to him, he still puts up 1,000 yards every year.
Well, okay, so another guy that the Steelers have, Chase Claypool. He's a big receiver. I think he could be your guy. I think he will be your number one
I
receiver.
think
He's
I
way
he-
better than Juju.
He's a good receiver,
but he's a bitch.
but he is a bitch. Hear
Well,
me out
he is
on
a
this.
bitch.
Okay, a couple reasons. So a couple things.
Him and Juju both, bro.
After the game, I don't know what this was on, like TikTok Live or something. I don't know what this was on. He shows a couple things with this. So he goes on live. He's talking to his fans, whatever. He's literally like breaking down a play of him in the Browns game, and he says that he scared the defender. It was Robert Jackson. He plays for the Browns. This was his second career NFL start. He's only in because of injuries and COVID. He's a practice squad player, and Chase Claypool was literally like bragging that he beat
He was
this
saying,
But you
like,
gotta remember,
he was-
After they
Claypool was a
lost.
rookie too.
He was
He's-
saying like the Browns had to put an extra safety on him every
Right.
time or he'd burn him.
Right.
Like you just lost in the fucking playoffs. You got your ass kicked to the Browns. Like shut up and
Again,
move on.
I
Put your
wish-
head
He has
down,
the
work,
quote,
be better
he has
next
the
year.
quote of the Browns are going to get clapped next week, so it's all good.
He sounds like a bitter girlfriend.
Like, that is you don't.
He's upset again. Go back to maturity. I don't, how old is Claypool?
22 is my age.
He's 20. I
Him
thought
and
he was
Juju both
younger.
are 22, I believe.
But I think Claypool is going to be a great receiver in the NFL. I think he's going to mature a little bit. I want to say maybe his mentor coming to Pittsburgh was probably Juju. He got really big into the TikTok game with Juju. I wish the NFL would somehow control the players on social media.
Well, that's not going to happen ever.
Because it
That's-
just gets them in trouble.
I mean,
It started with
My
Antonio
thing
Brown in
with
Pittsburgh.
The thing
Chase
is now
Claypool,
they're
like,
making-
just to say that like you just lost. There's no reason that the Browns are going to get clapped next week, so it's all good.
Maybe
it's all good.
Maybe he meant that people were going to clap for him. They were doing it. That's
It's all good. That was just that
Love you,
just
Claypool.
cracked me up. I don't know. Go ahead, Connor.
I don't know what I was going to say.
So, I mean, he says that. It's his thought process. They won a division. I'm not justifying what he said, but they won a division. If you guys were to lose to the Chiefs, you, the Bengals, the Steelers, were all sitting at the same fucking place at the end of the year, right?
But we beat you, like, so it's not all good. We beat you, so it's not all good.
So, I mean, if you take
Well, it's
out
not
the
all-
all good,
yeah.
my opinion on it is if you don't win the Super Bowl, we're all sitting on the fucking couch. So
No,
why
I
talk shit?
agree with that, but I don't agree with that in this situation. Like he's just salty as fuck that his team lost. He's
so
being a bitch
salty.
about it.
I thought it was funny, but
I
that's
think
just
it's
a Bengals
hilarious,
fan looking
but-
at them
No,
two
I love
fight.
it. I think
like,
it's hilarious. I'm great. I feel great, but I just
And then Juju posted from his 14-year-old girl-looking bedroom with his little Christmas lights. You see that?
what he
All
said.
right, what
He
did
said it's
say?
really wild how we lost.
Oh, his Snapchat.
Yeah, on his
Yeah.
Snapchat,
That
and
is
he has
wild.
like the lights that all the
Yeah.
girls on TikTok have.
He was probably fucking banging someone out after the game.
I
Alright.
doubt
Well,
it.
Did
It's
you
probably
guys-
Claypool.
Did you guys see, did you guys
Fuck
see
you.
so the Bengals Steelers game? Joe Mixon drove his Corvette to the stadium. I mean, obviously sat in the box because drove his Corvette to the stadium and then posted an Instagram live for like an hour, just driving his Corvette around the stadium with that fucking song on, just dancing and hooting and hollering and fucking.
Yeah, I saw that.
Corvette, man. Corvette.
mean,
I don't know.
I
think
mean,
Juju gets
He
a
brought it
lot
on
of
himself.
flack, but
He brought it 100% on himself.
I think that the dancing on the logo thing goes back to the maturity. I mean, it's just flat out disrespectful. I think even
yeah.
when I
I just
toured
love
Heinz
that the
Field,
Bengals broke the cycle. I love it.
Yeah,
when
that
I
was the best
when
night
I
of my
toured
life.
Heinz Field, they have a logo in their locker room, and I was told even the players don't step on it. And Juju even posted a video on TikTok of him dancing
Of
on
him,
that.
he said,
Yeah.
"I'll
Yeah,
even
what a
dance on
fucking-
our own logo."
Yeah.
It's disrespect. If I'm a teammate to Juju, you say you like him, you want him on the Steelers. That's fine. That's
Somebody
your
got to tell him
opinion.
to shut the fuck
That's
up.
your opinion. If I am a teammate of Juju and I see him dancing during the game when we're losing in a playoff game, that's going to piss me off. When I see him dancing on other teams' logos, that's going to piss me off. When I see him talking shit, Browns is the Browns, that's going to piss me off. Like, it's just, like, it gets to a point when it's like, Mike Tomlin's got to be like, all right, this fucking dude is he's causing issues with the team.
But that's the problem, I mean, it's proven past. You go back to Antonio Brown. He lets them do whatever the fuck they want on social media.
Yeah, Mike Brown has no Mike Tomlin has no control over his locker room. None.
It feels like it. It just feels like it a little bit. I don't know.
I know.
He's done within 2
I know
years
some
anyway.
Pittsburgh is pushing for his head.
You want Tomlin back?
I don't know.
I'd say
Tomlin.
I wouldn't go that far.
Tomlin.
I wouldn't fire
The
Tomlin.
guy has
I'm not
never
ready for him
had
to
a
get
losing
fired.
season.
Yeah.
Never
Correct,
had a
but
losing
when
season.
when do we look at that he's not advancing in the playoffs either? He's not getting us anywhere. Once we make it to the playoffs, that's great. But the end of the goal, you want to win the Super Bowl, and he's not getting us there.
Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, I don't think this is the year because
Yeah,
it's
but what if you hire somebody else and it's a complete fucking nightmare?
I agree. I don't think Tomlin's head should be on the block yet. But if we go another 2 seasons making the playoffs and one and done or whatever, I think it's time to look elsewhere.
it just feels it's just crazy. Like Tomlin could be gone, Big Ben could be gone. You're gonna have a new quarterback, a new coach, maybe not this year, but the next year, whatever.
I hope you have
Just
10 years of feeling our pain.
That
Fuck you.
idea is just so wild. Like to look at that logo on your sweatshirt. Like when I see that logo, I'm like, we're gonna get our
Could you
ass beat.
imagine like
And now
being
just
like
to not feel that it's just
being like,
it's,
like in a couple years, just being like, oh, dude, yeah, we got the Steelers this week. Like,
Pittsburgh will be
know.
back, and they'll be better than ever next year.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, maybe
We still
I
have
don't
our
know, like I said,
defense. I think
Shut up.
JJ Watt's
Your
going to
defense
join
got
us.
ass raped for the last
We're
4 weeks of the
we're
season.
Injured. You lose.
TJ
you losing
Watt
Devin
got
Bush,
worked by
Bud
a third
Dupree.
string offensive line.
I said JJ will be
I said
on the team.
TJ. I
well,
said
TJ. Everybody
You
has.
went
a
I
bad
called him
name.
out. TJ Watt.
I said TJ. I know what I said.
I think the
damn it.
Steelers will be fine. I think our defense is going to carry us
I
for the next
think
few
you guys
years.
maybe go 8-8 next year, 7 or 9 if you're lucky.
I
I think Mason.
I
Rudolph
think
is
we
your
win the
quarterback
division
next year.
again next year.
Matt,
I bet you $100.
$100.
Hey, let's go.
Pittsburgh's. I'm not saying we win the division.
That's
I'm
fine.
saying you don't win the
Pittsburgh is
division.
the AFC North champion.
Baltimore.
Oh,
Baltimore won the
$100.
division.
Okay.
Well,
Bengals. What are you talking about?
$1,000.
$100.
No,
$100.
all right, so let's spin this on you. Why are Browns fans so cocky now?
I'm not
They
cocky
just
at
beat
all.
the Steelers.
Who do
Cody,
you think? Who
get
else-
on the internet and tell me Browns fans aren't cocky right
I'm not.
now.
I mean, we might be cocky towards the Pittsburgh Steelers right now.
In general.
But we're not
I
cocky
think
towards we're
all
about to
the-
go beat the Chiefs. And
All
win a
the
Super
Browns
Bowl.
fans that are cocky right now are the Browns fans who just became Browns fans in the last
Oh,
year.
my
Yeah.
timeline was full of brand new Browns
Yeah.
fans.
It
And that happens
maybe-
with every team.
That happens with
who
every team.
wins.
When the Warriors got on their winning streak and everything like that, like that's going to happen.
See, I'm not.
But I
That's
feel like
not
as
me.
Bengal
I
fans,
don't-
we went
honestly,
on that run
I don't
and
even
never
care
acted
about-
like never
Because
like
we never
made
fucking
this,
won.
But we never made this huge fucking deal about making and shirts and I mean
Yeah, we
We've
made
not
shirts. What are you
won-
talking
We
about?
have not made the playoffs.
we didn't either for a long time.
Yeah, but
Times
then
are
we did for
different
6
now,
years
though.
straight.
Times are different now. Like, as far as the shirts, like people make shirts for fucking everything now. Outside of the Browns and the football and anything, they make literally will put anything on a T-shirt nowadays. That's not
Connor,
the Browns. didn't
title this
invent that.
episode. Matt pissed? Question mark. Cody pissed? Question mark.
I'm not pissed at all. My team's still fucking playing football. Whether we get
They
clapped
get
against the Chiefs or
clapped
not.
tomorrow. Or
We
next
might
week.
get clapped on Sunday, but I don't care. We snapped a streak. We've snapped many streaks. We found our quarterback. We found our coach, and we're back, baby. That's all I got to say.
All right,
I
Super Bowl
hope you guys
prediction.
are
Actually,
sick.
I'm gonna give my predictions real quick for the weekend up ahead. What's the first game?
All right, so
Cleveland.
the first game is Packers Rams.
All right, Packers.
Packers.
Packers by 6.
Packers by 4.
I give Packers by. I get like 6.
Packers by 13. Next game, Bills
Bills run them.
Bills.
Oh,
I'm going Ravens.
Bills.
I think
Yeah,
the
What?
Ravens.
I
Ravens
go,
are
I go
hot,
Bills
dude.
by
No,
10.
Bills run
Ravens
them.
I go
win it.
Bills by
Ravens,
10.
Ravens win a close one.
They look so bad against the. I mean, they just did not look like the Bills we've seen.
No.
And
against
usually-
the
They dropped
Colts.
50
Usually-
on Miami to end the season.
Usually when they have
You
a bad
got the
game,
Bills,
they
you
come
said?
back. Yeah, Bills by 10.
Ravens. Money line. Straight up.
25.
Straight up. 25.
Straight up.
Just to win.
Fuck. I'll go 50.
Fuck, got 100.
20. I said 20.
How
You
come
said 25.
Cody's the only one that gets to rape Matt in bets?
Yeah,
I want to
for
rape
real.
him
25.
too.
25.
All right.
I'll do you
Next
25.
Game 3, Chiefs Browns. Chiefs are favored by 10 points. 3:05 kick on Sunday. Chiefs Browns.
Chiefs by 5.
Chiefs.
Browns by 3.
I think it'll be a close game.
Drew.
Chiefs by 7.
I think Chiefs cover.
Cover.
This guy.
I don't. I'll bet the Chiefs. Chiefs
they're-
don't cover.
They're clapping.
$20.
Hey,
Oh, I'm already out 50.
I will say this: the people in Vegas that do these math calculations do it for a reason.
And I've seen a lot of people, including Colin Cowturd, has come out and said, I cannot believe that the Chiefs are favored by 10 points. They haven't played a game in 20 days. They have not
They're
beat
fresh.
It's a
They are
playoff game.
fresh.
their
Divisional
last
game.
8 games. Their last 8 games, they have not beaten a team by 10 points. They have not won a
Sorry.
game by more than 10 points in 9 games. They have not beat a team by 10 points.
It's
and they're
Patrick
going to be
Mahomes, dude.
I just feel, this is how I feel, like we got hot at the right time. We're playing for each other. Kareem Hunt
Why do you
returning to
always
Kansas
do that?
City.
This
I
is how
don't
I
get the-
feel.
I'm going on a rant. I do not get the fucking Kareem Hunt ordeal. He fucking kicked a chick right in her fucking head on video,
about him
and then wants to
saying-
act like they did him wrong by cutting him.
I don't-
Ray Rice never played again. Why in the fuck is
Hold
he being?
on. Hold on. If you go watch those 2 videos, you cannot tell me.
You know
that
why
they
Kareem
compare
kicked
to-
her? Because she wouldn't fuck his buddy, and he
I-
kicks her in the head. So that's his wife? He knocked her out.
Uh,
What's the difference?
Drew.
What is the
I'm
difference?
with Drew on this
Drew.
one.
What
I mean,
is the
abuse
difference?
abuse.
Can I talk for a second?
No, fuck you.
Have you seen both videos?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yo,
you're
gr-
telling me
Granted, the
What
Ray
is
Rice
the
looks
difference?
worse, but at the same time, it's the same charge. They both did the same fucking thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and defend Kareem Hunt. You're right. That's
So,
fair enough.
I'm just
fair
saying.
enough. But to you, don't. I disagree. We'll talk about it off air. I'm not gonna
I-
sit here. I'm not gonna defend Kareem Hunt because he did assault a woman. But if you look at the 2 videos, there's a big difference.
I don't
But- Ray
hate
Rice,
Kareem
like,
Hunt
but
for
for
getting another
fucking-
chance.
But for
Ray
him,
Rice knocked her fucking cold. Kareem
after he
went
was
like
hit,
this.
after she hit him 3 times in the elevator, right?
And the girl that Kareem went after called him the N-word 17 times.
Because he was fucking trying to make her fuck his buddy.
Okay, we're done with
How
this
do we
conversation.
know this? Like,
I don't know. And he doesn't either, but it's fine.
Yeah, I do. Go read about it.
So what I'm
I
saying is,
can't believe everything. On
I
the
don't
It's in
hate
the-
Kareem Hunt for getting another chance. What I don't like Kareem Hunt doing is saying this is a revenge
Revenge game.
Okay,
for Kansas
fair enough.
City.
Yeah.
All
Because
I'm
it's-
saying
it's
is
not.
he does whether it is or it isn't. This is how Kareem Hunt feels.
I heard that girl is delivering the game ball.
Shut your mouth.
Her and Ray Rice.
Did you see that fake Andy Reid tweet on his?
yeah.
It was like,
said,
why
"You
are you
think I
calling
wanted
me
to
out,
cut
dude?
you?"
You think I wanted to pick you? I
thought-
thought I was drafting Cream Hunt. I thought
Oh,
you were
yeah.
a donut, bro.
Yeah.
I was just as mad as you are.
You broke my heart twice. So yeah, that was funny. But however, whatever. The game will be played 3 o'clock on Sunday, and we'll talk about it next
We'll
week.
just
What's the last
we'll
game?
title this one "Hot Take."
By who?
What's the last
That's
game?
just the hot take. Right
Who
now.
had the hot
What
take?
is the last
No,
game?
it's just gonna be Kanye
sorry.
bangs a dude? Question mark.
Last game is
Saints,
Brady Breeze.
Bucks.
Saints
Oh,
Bucks.
shit.
Brady Breeze. Likely
Saints.
the loser's last game. No, Brady. If they lose, he'll be
Brady
back.
Brady
will
will
be
be back.
Breeze loses,
done.
he's done. Brady Breeze. I think the Bucks win.
Saints by 3.
Saints
I
win.
think
In New
the
Orleans.
Bucks are the better team, should win. I think the Saints have been getting fucked for the last how many ever years,
They
and
do
they
get
finally
fucked every
finally
year in the
win
playoffs.
one.
I'm rooting for the Saints.
I'm
I
rooting for
wouldn't
the
go
Bucks.
the Bucks are the better team.
All
I
right.
really wouldn't.
I
Super Bowl.
would go Bucks. Are probably the better.
2
team.
teams in the Super Bowl.
If they're
Matt,
clicking, I think.
So
Bucks
definitely out of the NFC, there's no question. I'm going Green Bay. AFC, it's between Kansas City and the Bills, but I'm gonna go Kansas City.
I say Kansas City Saints.
I think it's gonna be Packers, Chiefs. I thought that's what it was gonna be last year too.
The
I'm gonna
Packers
go-
defense is so bad.
This is State Farm Bowl, bro. That's
Well, we
it's
got
leading up
the
to it.
progressive in the
In the
State Farm Bowl.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Packers, and I'm gonna go winner of Chiefs Browns. That's all I'm gonna say. Winner of Chiefs Browns.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna say you're.
Because the
I'm
Browns is Super Bowl.
I'm
You
not-
heard it here. No,
not- okay, if you go back and you listen, I picked the Packers and the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say that now because they play my team, so I'm just not gonna say it. I'm just not gonna say that.
Okay, fair
Winner
enough.
of Chiefs Browns go to the Super Bowl. That's
I
what
thi-
I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
I'm just
I like
not
the
gonna
Bills.
say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm
not
rooting
gonna
for
do
the Bills. I just want to
but I know what's gonna happen.
I like the Bills. I like Josh Allen. I like the Bills, but I don't. I think
I like
Lamar
the Bills. I
Jackson-
like that
The
talent.
Bills are a good team. I really like
Like, I
them.
can play 'em. I mean, if you look at the
Why are
tape,
you
I just-
so worked up right now?
I root for Kansas City because I love watching Patrick Mahomes play football.
I don't dislike the Chiefs, and that's what they've talked
He
about.
is
on-
he is a player on like I fucking hate Tom Brady because he wins and wins and wins, but I feel like it's gonna be hard to hate
See,
Patrick Mahomes.
That's
that's
what-
the only reason. I just get tired of watching the Chiefs because they are good, and I don't want another Patriot situation where it's just watching the Chiefs win every year for 6 years.
And that's what they've been saying on the Browns radio is as Browns fans, like, we don't have anything against the Chiefs. It's not a rivalry.
Right.
But after this week, is it a rivalry? Is this going to be something in the future? Because we play them in the regular season next year. We play them now. Could we see them in the playoffs again next year? Like, could this
you
be?
say no?
No, I feel like if this was a
One game
several
doesn't
year
declare.
thing,
That's what
Depends
I'm
how the
saying.
game
Could
goes.
it be? That's
could
what
it
I'm
mean
saying.
maybe
Could it be?
3 or 4 years down the road? Yes, but
That's what I'm saying. Could
If it's a
be?
close game, players get pissed off, start fighting or something.
I don't know.
You know,
Because even
rivalry.
growing up, I never looked at the Browns or the Bengals as Pittsburgh's biggest rival. My
Because
thing
you
was
beat
always-
our ass every year, Matt.
always
Yes, we
Baltimore.
know.
But
I always thought ours was
that's
the
why.
Steelers because we always got our ass kicked. And
It
I don't
was
know.
when we were good as well. When
Yeah.
we had the
I mean, don't
perfect-
get me wrong. I hated you guys, but I always hated the Ravens.
Yes,
I mean,
because
in that
was-
stretch of 5
that was
years,
a-
we beat you for the division twice.
That was a
so
back and forth
But it was a
rivalry.
multiple. Like, I still look at them as our biggest rival, even though the Browns are up and coming. I think the Bengals, not next year, but the year after that, are going to start getting better also.
Yeah, you look out however you want. Don't
best
bother me.
division in football.
Gotta
I
be.
do agree with
So
that.
I saw a stat today. If every game ended at halftime, okay, the Bengals were last in the division would be 8-8. Just put that into perspective.
Yeah. The Browns are undefeated 11-0 when leading at halftime. So,
I think the Browns
That's not
were.
what we're going with there.
Yeah,
I'm
what?
just saying. It's just fact. Just stats. But, hey, why can't the Browns go score 40 points on the Chiefs this week? Why not?
I mean,
They
I guess
can,
they
they
could,
definitely
but I
can.
don't think
They
will.
could, but then
we scored,
Patrick
we
Mahomes
scored
thing's a
40 on
50
the
piece.
Steelers. We put 40 on the Titans, and we put 40 on the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Titans, and all three of them have better defenses than Chiefs.
Yeah, but the oddball in that is them having zero offense.
Say
Who?
your
All
defense
of
is
them.
just going to be.
Against you guys, they had zero offense, zero
would-
scoring
Doesn't
production.
matter. I'm
Beg
just
to
saying
differ.
we
Pittsburgh
scored
had
40.
some offense eventually.
You guys scored 37. The
Yeah, but they
Titans
just
scored
let you throw
35.
your little stupid underneath shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think if
But
if
not
the
at
beginning of
first.
game
That
is
was all
different-
late rally points.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, when somebody else holds the ball and doesn't let you score over and over again, it does matter.
So
The Titans shit the bed just like
the Chiefs
Pittsburgh
are
did.
not going to hold the ball on us. I know we're getting late in the show, and if you made it this far, shout out to you. But the Chiefs are not going to hold the ball. They're going to score quick every time. They have their run games. They don't have much of a run game.
No, I think they
we have
could.
a good, not great run defense,
They
and we have a
could.
bad passing.
I mean,
yeah.
they have two good running
They
backs.
could get
They
clapped.
could
I
have
I
a
mean,
good.
they have two decent running backs.
That's the end of the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Browns get
Whatever
clapped.
happens, we get clapped, we win, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whatever
we
that
beat
means.
the Steelers. Nothing else matters. It's all icing on the cake from here. I'm at Sports.Ohio. Cody, follow me. Follow Connor at Real Connor Gray. At Houday Drew. At Matt the Popo. And us at Cavemen Media. Make sure you go to our YouTube. Check out that fantasy football punishment. We appreciate you guys for listening. And again, big show next week. Austin Seibert, NFL kicker, on the show. We appreciate you guys. Have a good week. ELE.
Everybody love everybody.
Bye.